it's not fun. Bucky Beaver drives him mad, chomping wood since times ain't bad. Oh, Bucky, Bucky, leave me be, got no time for your road tree. Logging life is what I do. Neighbor, please, I'm begging you. Morning comes, the sun is bright. Grumpy vloggers ready to fight. Bucky's teeth just gnaw away. Vlogger's frown stays all the day. Vlogger in his worn down boots, chasing down old Bucky with wild pursuits. Shotgun in hand, eyes wild with flare. Bucky's teeth gleam, but he ain't scared. Through the woods and past the creek, Grumpy's yelling his patience weak. Bucky's fast with a tail that thumps, dodging trees as he jumps and bumps. Oh, the grumpy vlogger, he's on a spree. Chasing Bucky Beaver through the old oak trees, shotgun ablazing as the moonlight fades. In the wild woods where the legends are made. Grumpy vlogger in his worn down boots, chasing down old Bucky with wild pursuits. Shotgun in hand, eyes wild with flare. Bucky's teeth gleam, but he ain't scared. Scared. Grumpy vlogger out in the woods so dense, chasing Bucky Beaver through the bramble fence. Shotgun ready and a mighty big scowl. Bucky's laughing as he makes that old log howl. Creeping up the rocky trail, vlogger's boots are muddy but he won't fail. Bucky's quick, he's chewing all the trees. Grumpy vlogger's petting hands on his knees. Grumpy shotgun aim, but Bucky's too sly, jumping through the forest, waving him goodbye. Vlogger's grumbling feet are slipping on the ground. Bucky Beaver's hiding, he won't be found. Shotgun aim, but Bucky's too sly.
And hello, everybody. Welcome to the Grumpy Vlogger Show. Yay, Grumpy Vlogger Live. We're at it again. See what kind of silliness we can get into here. Got my new pair of spectacles today. Actually got two pair. One's a pair of sunglasses. And anyways, that's a long story. But yeah, I finally got some. And so I can actually see. And I got bifocals this time so I can actually do a close work instead of having to take them off every time I do something. I still take them off. I don't know why. It's just a habit. But anyways, oh my God, I hate to do this, but let's bring in Mr. Art and his little buddy. Actually, he's sort of a little buddy too. Anyways, hello, Mr. Art and Bucky.
Hey there, how you doing, Lloyd? I'm a little tired today.
Are you?
Some old fart chasing me around with a shotgun.
Yeah, I know. I'm tired too.
Asshole.
But it
Be nice, Bucky.
but at least I know how to load my own shotgun.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Anyways,
you weren't you didn't have a wooden leg, I'd gnaw it off.
Yeah, Bucky. Oh, you just yeah, I every Monday I look forward to seeing you.
Are there any birthday shout outs for us, Lloyd?
Not that I can think of.
Okay.
I haven't seen any today, but then I haven't been on Facebook that much.
Yeah.
My brother on the 19th, he turned 78.
Wow.
So I called and talked with him for a little bit.
Congratulations. That's awesome. That's awesome. We got a lot of cool people in the chat.
Yeah, I see that. And let's, with no further ado, Bucky, I'm going to go ahead and bring the other guys on. So,
all right. Well,
it was good talking with you, and I had fun chasing you today. So,
all right. Yeah. Good exercise. I'll talk to you later.
Later, Bucky. Where's your Bucky? He's sitting. Just so Barkley doesn't think I don't have him.
Okay. You got the big
sitting right there. He's part of my table, actually. I think he shoot a hole through it because it's a wooden table. It's an oak table, and he shoot half of it off. So, anyways, the thunder from down under. Hey, surprise, we're here.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And let's bring in.
Boy, look at that.
How are you doing, Dominic?
Everybody in the chat.
Yeah.
How's your weather, Dominic?
Actually warming up. We're in the high 80s.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah. Only Barkley would think that, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, let's bring in the guy that you guys, we need to get all our talking out of the way now, because once Charles comes in, none of us will get a word in edgewise. So,
yep.
Mr. Charles Galuski, how you doing?
Hey, Lloyd. Hey, Art. Hey, Dom. Hey, everybody in the chat.
Hi, Chaz.
Yes, that's what the song was about. Yeah. But yeah, I had to do something. So that song, all the music in that song was all done by AI. I just typed in there that I wanted a song about the grumpy vlogger chasing Bucky the Beaver. And that's what it came up with. I got about 6 of them, but those were, the last one is actually just an instrumental piece, but it's called something like Grumpy's Revenge, or something like that. It has to do with, but it came with picture, but I take all that off and I just use the music, So anyways, but yeah, it's a good app, and it does. I hooked you up with it. It's called Shoom, I think.
Right. I've made a couple songs. One of them is My Filipina Queen, and that is on my ArtCo page right now. And I just wrote another one. Oh, Margie just dropped 65 NT, which that'd be new Taiwan dollar.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Margie. I'm sure that I know Art appreciates that.
Mm-hmm. And the other song,
support.
Yes, that's right. Thank you, Margie. The other song that I just wrote today is party time at Villa Feliz, which is the name of James' home.
Oh,
And
okay.
Sunday
Okay,
night,
cool.
they have a party out in their pavilion, and it's quite a thing. And I've been to a couple of them.
I'm going to mute my mic for a second.
Okay.
There we go. Hello, Margie.
So I did, let's see, I did 3 versions. I did a country, rock, and metal. And
Yeah.
the metal one sounds terrible.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
Okay.
yeah, it's not perfect, but it does a pretty good job. Let's one thing I forgot to do is welcome everybody in the chat. So let's just get started with that. I'll start from the top. Actually, it was Barkley. Well, Grant was first, Barkley was second.
Yep.
And then I came in and said hello to him, and then we had Jody was next. Mickey Moo.
Mickey Moo.
Mickey,
on my
Mickey,
channel.
Mickey, yeah, on your channel. And let's see. I was in here, and then we got Bryan, Waypoint, New England. You, let's see. And we had Ronnie, God Bless America. And then I saw, well, Jaybird Joey came in next. And then it was Grant finally got back on. And Charles, Greg, Oz by Drone. Art, Bucky's little buddy. Yeah, about right. And let's see, Charles and Barkley's back on here. And I thought I saw, oh, that's Margie TV. That was, okay, Margie, yes.
Yeah, Margie.
I thought that was Mickey, and I didn't pay attention. I think I said Mark, but of course, Dominic's here. There we are. Captain Joe America's in here. So,
Yep.
you know, we've got a good show going with him in
Yep.
here.
Got a good crowd so far.
So I think that's it. So, yeah. But yeah, that Shoom is interesting. You just type in what you want it to do, and it writes the music, puts the vocal in, and
right,
and it does a pretty decent job. I mean, they're kind of short. They're like 1.5 minutes or so. I think you can make them longer if you choose to.
Yeah.
But yeah. So let's see what else been going on today.
And there are many genres.
What?
Many genres that they have.
Yeah, there's many genres of it. There's a lot of them. So, oh, look where we go. Anyone say Jarrett's Hall Crew?
Oh,
not yet, but yeah. Hey, Lon, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Lon.
Yeah. So let's see. Yeah, I think we was on. I think Uncle Bill did his show last night. It was almost 3 hours, I think. I was getting pretty sleepy, and I had to get up and go to the optometrist today, or ophthalmologist does the surgery. Oh, that here's something that you got. Some of you old guys have had to have your cataracts worked on.
Not yet.
Well, you know, I had mine done. Of course, I put the close-up lenses in by mistake, so I have to wear glasses from now on. And I got bifocals so I can see without having to take them off and hang them in my shirt when I'm reading something or signing something. Yeah, I was chasing beaver today. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, she's wanting back down. All right.
Cataract.
She was. I had to get onto her because she was in there teasing poor Ranger, and she's like this tall, and he's like, way up there.
Yeah, that's like me and Kai.
Yeah, right. It's about the same difference between you and Kai. Yeah, it'd be like, she would die of high aspirations.
Yeah. and you were talking about cataracts. Go on.
Yes. And after I had it done, I had a spot in my eye that was pretty much blind in the center. And after I had my surgery done, it was great. I'd had to learn to shoot left eye dominant right-handed, which means David Caruso does that. He
Oh yeah.
That's why he always looked funny on CSI Miami, is because he was left eye dominant, but he was right-handed. So
Nice.
and it changes the way you see things. But anyway, so it was great after I got that done. Then about 4 months after that, I got something that looked, it was on my, I could tell it was in my eye. It was like a floater, and it's not as thick as it was before, but it's in that general area. And I just, I just learned to look around it, but it does affect my vision a little bit.
Yeah.
Found out today what that is. When they go in and they, when they go in and do that, they put in a little something to, cut it up or blow it up, a little laser zip or something, to get rid of the cataract. And it breaks it into a bunch of tiny, minuscule parts.
Yeah.
And as time goes along, doesn't happen all the time, but it happens enough that one of those little broken pieces will adhere to the bubble that the lens sits in, because they take and put this lens that's inside of a bubble and then they attach it to the eye. Well, on the back side of it, between the lens and the retina, some of that residue, the leftover old lens, will stick to that back cover on it. And they can go in, but they have to go in with laser and zap it. They can do it in the office, but it's like, I said, it's not bothering me enough that I want to have that done. It hasn't done it on this eye, it's just this eye that did it. So I learned something. So if you guys start having spots like that, talk to your optometrist or your ophthalmologist about it, because that could be what's happening.
Yeah, I have floaters in both eyes, and they're in the center, but they're off centered both ways. And it's only if I look at something bright that I notice them.
Well, I'll see something that looks like it's just kind of coming out of the corner of my eye, and it's getting right there, and then I look straight ahead, and it's like, oh, okay, that's that spot there.
Right.
But I'm glad I know what it is now. I mean, he was really good at answering it, and
good.
They didn't seem to be another thing. When I went in there today, I walked in the front door, and this gal says, "Lloyd," and I said, "Yeah." She says, "I thought that was you." And I said, "You look familiar." She was the front desk person and one of the veterinary assistants to the vet we took all of our dogs to for years, including Ranger, and then he just up and retired out of nowhere. And her name is Mary, and I remembered her, but as soon as she said Dr. Rich's office, like, oh, I remember you. Yeah. So we just kind of chatted and caught up for a little bit, but and since let's see. Yeah, most people have floaters when they get older.
Yep.
Keeps you alert and awake. Yeah.
Sometimes I have little veils that float around in my eyes.
Yeah. Well, it's not as that big of a, well, hello, Uncle Bill.
Hey, Bill, good to see you.
But anyways, so this weekend, my son Patrick, who is the youngest one, he's 50. He and I have gotten into these rock crawlers and these RC cars, and they had an event up in a place called Disney, Oklahoma, about an hour and 20 minutes from here or so. And then it's actually on the Grand Lake of the Ozarks.
Oh.
And it's a huge lake. It's the only lake that can really, in Oklahoma, that can really support the big yachts. We're talking those huge ones. So they've got a lot of rich people up there. But the way they've made it, there's like 2 dam sections to it. And when they get, and they haven't had any for a long time, but when they get too much overflow or the lake comes too high, they have these secondary spillways that they can release it, because they keep something going in there, because that's part of the Grand River Dam Authority Electric Company. So it's hydroelectric system for about half the state. So, but when they're not, and they give you a warning, and they usually announce it in the news and everything that they're going to be opening the dams there. And so you got plenty of time. But when they're not, there's all these kind of shale rock formations that, and they've been washed down by the water over the years. And
right.
Guys go out there in this little town of Disney that has, I think, 430 regular residents. They've turned it into a tourist center for people who do rock crawling in all their big, their big 4-wheel drive and the side-by-side buggies, what I would call dune buggies back in the day, but with the roll cage and stuff, the side-by-sides. And there was a bunch of people up there Saturday, and there's 2 sections, and they had this. We had to walk a little ways and climb down some rocks and stuff, and they had a road there, but Pat decided his isn't 4-wheel drive, and even though it sits high and it's well made for because we got to one place that we could go to, but so we backed up and walked down there a little bit, and the event, and it's advertised as part of state tourism, is called the Crawlapalooza. And they had people from different RC companies. There was custom RC builders there selling stuff and just all sorts of stuff. And then they had these guys crawling up these damn mountainsides. And in a little bit, I'm going to show a video of somebody that just impressed the hell out of me. And oh, hey, cool cat.
Hey, that's Michael. That'd be
Michael. Yeah. I don't have my list up. I'm trying to. I had to stop and think, but thank you for letting me know, because usually I have my list up and I look at everybody's names. But
now, did they have a Chinese restaurant there?
No.
Called the Wok Flower?
No, they didn't have a Chinese restaurant. But I will say this: I'm ignoring that really bad joke. I will say this: it was really family oriented. It wasn't there's no drinking going on that I saw. So usually guys like that. Yeah, Barkley, your name is Fred. Okay, Fred, if whatever you say. I know better. But anyways, yeah. So it was really family oriented, and there were men and women both. There's some of them women were as good as doing it as as doing the rock crawling with their RC cars. Yeah, as soon as I said that, I thought I better change the way I worded that. But yeah, and there's a couple of them women probably could whoop my ass. They was this is Oklahoma. We got pound for pound the biggest women in the country. Walmart.
Yeah, check out the Walmarts around here. Yeah.
So, but anyways, it was a fun thing. We got to that premature wording. Yes.
Yeah.
Got to watch that with Art. But anyways, yeah. So it was a fun thing to go to, and like I said, today I got in. I'll show you it was flying everywhere. But this is a licensed, let me put myself on full screen.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, I could probably get up and go. Anyways, it's a Toyota LC80 or Land Cruiser 80. And this thing is decked out. It's an 18th scale. And it comes, believe it or not, it uses a 2S battery. And usually those 2S batteries are like 350 milliamps. This one comes with a 900 milliamp 2S battery.
Ooh, boy.
Yeah. That's they packed a lot in it, and but yeah, so it's been added to my fleet. Because
Cool.
I saw some up there, and I was talking to a couple of guys, and I was watching some of these guys, using those, and I'm going, God, I wished I hadn't come up here, because I saw about 3 different vehicles I really wanted, And And it just so happened this one was on sale for $75 off, so I grabbed it.
There you go.
And
Cool.
it wasn't real expensive. That's a lot nice thing about 24th and 18th scale is the parts to upgrade them are cheap. You know, $5 here, $5 here.
That's even better. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, take your time. You know, buy a couple parts a month. You know, and you're there were a couple of those about that size. They're about this big. One guy said his was a 24 scale. He had $1,500 tied up in that little thing.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm going, wow.
Yeah.
And then he pointed to the guy that was going up a hill just about straight up. He says, now that one over there is $5,000.
Wow. Oh boy.
I thought, okay, this is crazy now. That's in the realm of, oh, hell no, I don't think so.
Yeah.
You know, but Peaches, your boyfriend is not out there. Shut up. I think she's starting to become amorous, if you know what I mean. She was in there teasing poor Ranger. He's looking at me like I got onto him. He's got these sad, but well, they do anyways, but he's poor pathetic dog. Yeah, he's looking about like you do right now. Yeah. Actually, he's mad now. He's getting up, going into another room so he doesn't have to look at me. He knows what I'm talking about him. But anyways.
Cool Cat got my Christmas card.
Ah, awesome.
All right, he's number one. He got the first one.
Overseas.
Yep.
Because I got mine last week.
Yeah, that's right.
I was a little scared to open that because I looked down in there, there's a damn scorpion there, and I thought, well, okay, it's dead, so I'll open it.
Well, your next prize is going to be even smaller.
Okay, all right.
Oh.
Yeah, I think Cool Cat hey Don.
Don.
How you doing?
Don.
But anyways, hey, let me go ahead and let me remove this. Remove from studio. Let me do this share video file on desktop. Okay, here's the one. Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
Oh.
This little kid is driving that. I thought his daddy was doing it up there with I thought his dad was up here. What his dad is doing is he's got his GoPro mounted to that, so he was filming it. But this little guy, he was just a little feller, I'm impressed. And I zoomed in on. See, what they do is they have a rope that they can anchor to that post because that's where the guide shows you, and they attach to that so that they don't fall over backwards, and roll all the way down the hill because this is quite a climb up there. And he goes from here and he makes it to the top. I think I told that joke, didn't I?
Yeah, but you didn't tell it on air.
Oh, I didn't tell it on air. Yeah. Thank you, Greg, for putting that up. But I did tell it to you guys. I just forgot to tell it on air. But anyways, they attach the rope, and that's just used as a safety anchor, and it's sort of considered a winch. So they're able to. But I mean, there was people all over, and this guy, the guy with the black hat, that's the dad, and he's got two other. He had another son that was a little older, and they won. The older son actually won first place in the junior division, and there were young gals there doing it, but this was the youngest I saw. And I don't know. I'd say he's about 5 or 6.
Yeah.
But he had to hike up. He hiked up that hill. This guy in the blue shirt and the funny looking hat. He's one of the judges, and he started to help him out, and he just kind of like looked at him like, "What are you doing?" And he's just going to help him get up the step, and the little kid just zipped on up there, you know. But yeah, so that's what a rock crawl is all about. And those guys, they get down there and they go an inch at a time, and they're looking at every little pebble that's underneath. This kid, he just shoots on up there, you know. And the adults were climbing the same hill as the now he's got to go back down. I'm gonna kill that damn dog. All right, let's see, remove. Anyways, that was at the Crawlapalooza. So
Crawlapalooza.
Yeah, in Disney, Oklahoma.
Uh-huh.
Features. No.
Lloyd has Dogapalooza going on. Or Barkapalooza.
Shut up, girl.
Yeah.
What it is one of our neighbors has a dog that's even more annoying than mine. And it's out. I can hear it out in the backyard barking. But well, yeah, I could do that, but I got a doggy door. You know, this is the thing, Lon, about small dogs. They can hear a mosquito fart from a block away, and they bark out. Now they're both doing it. Time release diarrhea package. Yeah, that's a good one, Don. That's true. I let Barkley in.
Yeah, that's so funny. I think you ought to hang out with Ken Heron a little more, Greg. So what you reading, Dominic? Are you reading the
basically, people keep sending me messages. And it's on multiple platforms. It's on Messenger. And I've got to keep an eye on the a Facebook group that I'm in at the moment because there's a bit of interest going on.
Yeah, I went on Paul Murray's show yesterday. That was fun.
Yeah.
It was, and I really enjoyed it. And so I'll try to do it more often in the evening times. But
well, we were on Uncle Bill's. I was there for a little while, and then
yeah. I think that Bill can correct me, but some interesting going on. Yeah, some romantic music. Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, Uncle Bill. You were going to say something.
I think the show went almost 3 hours.
Wow.
We were on at least another hour and a half after you left.
Yeah. Yeah. I saw Brent's band play. And
yeah.
They were awesome. Yep. My niece.
Yeah, it was
had another gummy while I was there.
You got another dummy?
Gummy.
Oh, gummy.
Good.
I was feeling pretty good.
Is that what was going on with you? Okay. So where did you go that you got the gummy?
Oh, it was my niece's husband gave me the
gummy. Okay.
Your nephew-in-law. Like pina colada. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not the same. See, back in the 70s, we were always scared of getting busted, and you had to sneak around and do it. And that was half the fun. And then you tried to come up with the most inventive name for your particular type of pot, you know, Maui, Wowie, and, you know, God, I used to know about 6 or 10 different names. I can't think of it.
Nardi and
yeah, there was I can't even remember it now, but there were some pretty good names, you know. And to be honest with you, I couldn't tell the difference. I wouldn't even know what the difference was. Yeah, in Colorado, you get drugs anywhere. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Oklahoma. Hey, Gummy, why are you taking your teeth out? That was funny, Greg.
Well, mushrooms are illegal here in Colorado now.
Mushrooms are illegal. What about on your pizzas? You can't have mushroom on your pizzas?
No, it's not that kind of mushroom.
Not that kind of mushroom, obviously.
Acapulco Gold. Thank you,
Lon.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not the same mushrooms? I thought mushrooms were mushrooms.
No, these are psilocybin mushrooms.
Are they like those shiitake mushrooms, like the big ones, or?
No,
they're a strange breed of mushroom.
Yeah. Yes, they make you hallucinate. They're like
I don't need mushrooms to do that, but you know that might explain why whenever I have a pizza loaded, you know, with everything, and that might explain some of my weird things going on with me after I eat a pizza. Because I get one, I like it with mushrooms. You know, I like the supreme.
Me too. Mushrooms and Roma tomatoes. My favorite. Yeah.
I go to Pizza Inn. It's all made. You know, the only thing decent about that place is they got a good salad bar. They have some good lettuce in there with their salad, and they hand toss the crust. Other than that, it's just like any other place, and that's Pizza Inn, not Pizza Hut. So there's a difference. And I go. Matter of fact, I went there today because I had to kill an hour while they were making my glasses. So I was hungry and went over there. But yeah. Yeah, no, I know that. I know you're talking about hallucinogenic mushrooms. I was just, you know, I've been around long enough. I know what they are. So
yeah.
Am I freezing up by chance?
Now and then you do.
Yeah,
right there.
There was a couple of seconds where you did.
Yeah, you guys just froze up on me for a few minutes, for a second or two. That's why I was asking.
No.
I know that you're not froze up, Art, because I could, yeah. I wouldn't be that lucky. But yeah, so, but let me get this thing real quick. Shut up, you little fool. Anyways, this is the Toyota Land Cruiser 80.
Oh, cool.
And to do the battery, see if I can get it without much trouble. The battery is actually stored under the hood.
Oh,
so that's how you plug it in, and then there's a start button underneath there. You hit that. All the lights work. It's got working headlights. The light bar works, working tail lights, and turn signals. So whenever you turn the wheel, the signal comes on. Yeah.
Awesome.
And a real spare tire that actually is part of this set. So it's just not for a lot of them. It's just, for decoration, but no, this, but yeah, this is, it's put out by FMS, and this is their FCX 18, which you can see underneath
right
under the wheel well. It's got oil-filled shocks. It's got what's called portal axles, which means they're dropped. They've got that rise in them here.
Right.
Instead of just a straight axle, it gives you better ground clearance. The same with the back. It's got a license plate on it. That's the only sticker they put on. And they've got 3 or 4 others you can put on. But yeah, that's
cool.
Yeah. So I haven't got all the stickers on yet. A lot of these things, they give you a a sticker that looks like a door handle. This one is actually, it doesn't work, but it's actually embedded into the hard body. Oh, in the mirrors?
Oh, yeah, real glass.
Real glass, yes.
Cool.
And yeah, I thought it was, and I got it at such a good price. And of course, I give you this little mini controller, which is actually, you can control the lights. There's 5 different settings on the lights, and there's a bunch of other stuff you can do with it. I haven't played with it yet. I had to go to Lowe's to pick up some batteries because it uses AAAs where most of them use AAs. But
right.
Anyways, that's my newest vehicle. So
Mm-hmm.
no, they don't get stuck on like they do when I drive. No. No, they every time you turn that wheel, that damn signal comes on. It actually probably would be a good idea to put that in everybody's vehicle,
Yeah.
because there's a lot of damn people could use their turn signals on. But yeah.
Mm.
Anyways, no, yeah. But no, they don't get stuck on since the old Cooter's driving it. Yeah. You would think that would be the case, but you can't. Oh, another one of the settings instead, and if you don't want it coming on every time it turns, you can obviously shut it off, shut the whole light system off. But a lot of guys, what they do is they go to the last setting, which is all the lights are bright, and then those signals, they're like your emergency flashers.
Oh, cool.
So it's not like you don't use them because a lot of, there's not a lot of night crawls with the little ones, but yeah. So anyways, so what else have you guys been doing? I see you guys, I've seen both of you guys in the last couple of days. Anything changed?
Eating up here.
Lions one.
Getting my spooky drink on.
Oh, sweet. I like that. Where'd you get that? That's
Dollar store.
Really?
Yep. $1.25 at the dollar store.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go check that out then, because I like that. That's cool.
Well, you might be too late because it's Dollar Tree, and the one in our area is almost completely out of Halloween stuff, and they're been switching over to Christmas now for 10 days or so, like 2 weeks.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah. Well, I'm seeing Christmas stuff everywhere now, and I think they've even started, like at Walgreens, they always have a big collection of Halloween stuff, and I think they're already marking some of their stuff on sale. So,
cool. Really? Almost a month ago, I picked up an advent calendar from the Walgreens up here.
Yeah. They actually started. I think they told me they start putting some of it out in August. Oh, do you do the Hamlet quote when you drink from that cup?
Yeah. To be or not to be.
Well, actually, it goes, starts off. Yes, alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio, and I don't remember. I almost want to say that there's something because he's talking about Yorick before he starts the to be or not to be speech, but I don't have it memorized, to be honest.
I haven't done that quote in.
I could look it up.
Yeah, I could too, but I haven't done it in probably 40 years since I had to know that. When I was in college, I had to know that for and I asked the instructor, I said, listen, every college course on English literature that you take, every, literature course that you take, even in high school, they always do Hamlet. Couldn't we do the Scottish play for once, Yeah. And it's like, let's do Macbeth, and I'll be damned if he didn't, just to piss me off, he did Hamlet. Because he actually was going to do Macbeth, or as they say on stage, the Scottish play. And I guess he just, I met up with him before I started college, before Judy and I started dating. I met up with him in one of these bars down here. I didn't know who he was. He's drunker as shit. Turned out he was the English and literature professor at the college that I ended up going to, and he remembered me. I said, "Oh, I remember." Well, I remembered him. I don't think he remembered me. He was drunk, and he didn't like the fact that I knew that he was a closet drunk. He didn't like the fact I knew that. But yeah, he was a closet alcoholic, and he just purposely chose Hamlet just to piss me off.
You didn't do Taming of the Shrew?
No. Doesn't go over well in Oklahoma for some reason. Alas, poor Uric, I knew him, Horatio, a fellow of infinite jest, of most excellent fancy. He hath borne me on his back 1,000 times. Thank you, Lon, for putting that up there. But see, I could run for, well, I have been running for president. I can read a teleprompter just as good as any of the rest of them.
Probably better.
Yeah, probably better. Yeah. Yeah.
But can you run a McDonald's as well as the Donald?
Well, yeah. I can't say that I'd work at McDonald's, but I was a cook at Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I worked at Arby's.
You worked at Arby's? Well, when I was in college, Judy and I were already married, so I was out for the summer. So I worked a summer, which is a terrible time in Oklahoma to be working in a damn chicken fry kitchen. Like, oh my God. And you had to be careful the shoes you wore, because the floor was covered in grease because of the grease is getting in the air. I don't know how many times I busted my ass on that floor, go sliding through and just like, you can say whatever you want. Oh, you can't remember. Oh, you can say whatever you want, apparently. Yeah.
Yeah, they're talking about when I said I knew him, Horatio. Oh. I've seen that. I've instead of I knew him well, because Hamlet is talking to his friend Horatio, who's there at the gravesite with him. He's not there alone.
Yeah. God, I haven't seen that play because I haven't watched any of the movies. Hello, Mark. Welcome to the show.
White.
Always glad to have another person from the Commonwealth here.
Yeah.
Or as they say in Australia, another palm.
Oh. All right. Awesome.
Wow. You're hitting 100% on getting them out early and people getting them already. Yep. God, I'm going to kill that dog.
Except those in Australia.
No, I'll go and check my post.
Okay. Well, Greg better check his too, because he's got one on the way. And Glenn's got one. And Trevor's got one on the way.
All right, I'll pick you up if you'll shut up. Come here.
Laura's got one coming, if she didn't get it already.
All right, now you get up here and be quiet. Maybe that'll solve the problem.
Yeah.
No. Give me licking your ass with that tongue. She is so damn rotten. And now have poured in my imagination. Yeah. Let me put my damn glass on. I could actually read that now.
My gorge rises at it. Here hung these lips that have kissed.
Here hung those lips that I have kissed, and I know how often. And I know how oft. I know not how oft. Where be your jibes now? You gambols, you songs.
Your song, your flash
of merriment. Uncle Bill said he got your Valentine's card. You looked it up, Lon? Mark says it was postmarked the 12th, and it took 9 days. Yeah.
Okay.
Big fan of Hamlet's soliloquy featured in White Nail and I.
With Nail.
Whitnail, okay. Yeah, it is Whitnail, isn't it? Or with, no, it's W. Well, whatever.
Yeah,
Who's they?
And
I don't know who.
in 15 minutes, we could watch a real drone show.
Yeah.
Yes, at the top of the hour, we will have somebody. Because I mean, you know, I'm right now. Hey, still use the same motors, you know, for the like the brushless motors and stuff. Actually, some of the bigger vehicles that like the ones you get from China, well, all of them come from China, but but they're not marked DJI, so that's the good thing. But yeah,
and they're Uyghur approved.
Yeah,
yeah.
A lot of them use those regular, you know, drone that's sort of the pancake motor, and they just turn it sideways and hook it up to a transmission, but it's not as good because they have a propensity of overheating because they're designed to have airflow around them from the props, and they're using them in an enclosed area. Right. And most of these, they have heat sinks on them. My bigger ones, 2 of them have heat sinks on their ESC. I had to stop for a minute. ESC, but yeah, they they use basically the same motor. ESCs are well. Spectrum is Spectrum. About half of these are owned by Horizon Hobby, who also owns Spectrum. So
I have of late, wherefore I know not, lost all of my mirth, and indeed it goes heavily with my disposition that this goodly frame, the earth, seems to me a sterile promontory.
The most excellent canopy, the air. Look you this braver hanging firmament, this majestical roof, fretted with golden fire. Why it appeareth nothing to me. You moved it. Oh, nothing to. Why appears to me nothing but a foul pestilence congregation. Pestilent congregation. Yeah. I'm not going to read all of Hamlet.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Grumpy Vlogger and Hamlet Show.
Yeah, yeah.
Shakespeare Show, yeah.
I guess I could do the Oklahoma version of it. From Fife Great King, whereupon a Norwegian banners flout the sky and fan our people cold. Bless their hearts. Hillbilly Hamlet, right here on the Grumpy Vlogger.
Hillbilly Hamlet, yep. Yee-haw! That Mary Burke.
Yeah, I think that kind of ran its course, didn't it? It just kind of.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you guys? Do you guys know who Roman Atwood is on YouTube?
No.
Well, he was the first guy to get 2 silver buttons.
Wow.
He was a prankster. He started in high school, and he's pulled off all sorts of pranks, and some of them have backfired on him, but he's gone on from that, and he started his own brand. And I'm sure you guys know who what is it, Bunker Brand?
Bunker Brand, yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's a part owner of it now.
Okay.
Yeah, he bought into it here about a year ago, and because he's good friends with the guy that started it. And he's changed his channel name to he's got 3 channels, and Roman Atwood is the one he does. And people come from miles and miles, 4 and 5 hour drives to meet him and his wife and his kids at the laundromat that he owns. But you think, oh, the guy owns a laundromat. This guy's invested well. I mean, he has his own helicopter he keeps in his garage. He wheels it out and then takes it for a flight,
Wow.
So, yeah. But he was the one that put about 2 foot of those round balls, filled the house up with them all through the floors. And Nissan saw it and actually used it for one of their commercials.
Oh, cool.
So, I lost my poor Yorkie. Oh, Yorick. I knew him well. I thought that said Yorkie. Maybe I need to go get these damn glasses readjusted. They must have screwed up something.
Yeah.
But anyways, I've been watching that guy, and he actually was invited by Donald Trump to come to be on stage. Yeah, they invited him. He lives in, I think, Ohio. And so he does he's like, I think he's at 170 now days in a row that he's been doing his daily thing. It's like when him and his wife went somewhere, and so that one day they had to do one right after they recorded it. It went up, and then they had to do a second one. But yeah,
cool.
But yeah, he's got some really entertaining stuff. But he's had, he's done pranks with some of the best, but he not so much now. He's more, well, he'd been married and had a kid, and then it turned out to be quite a scandal because his wife cheated on him with his best friend.
Ooh.
So anyways, they obviously got divorced, and then he remarried, and he married somebody else, and he's got I think he's got 4 kids with her now. So, but I mean, the guy, he's got some of his videos have got over 7 billion views.
7 billions. I got one video that now it's up to 103 K views. Yeah.
Well, I was reading because something he popped up on my feed, and I thought, well, I'm going to start watching this guy a little bit and see what he's all about. And he started his own brand. It's called Smile More, and that's some of the it's some of the branding that he's got, and he's selling. They started out doing the t-shirts and selling them out of their garage, and then he hired on more family, and they expanded and put a bigger building. Then finally, they made the deal with Bunker Branding and moved it down to Texas, and it's all fulfilled out of their stuff now. So,
cool.
But and then they shift the stuff back up, and then he distributes it to the different places that sell it as well. Now, if it's being sold online, of course, that's shipped out by Bunker Branding, but they bought 50% of Bunker Branding. So,
wow, nice.
So,
another channel to check out is Pete Gustin. He is the blind surfer, and he's a voice actor. He does a lot of the movie trailer. He's got that really deep voice, and I think he's Optimus Prime in one of the movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because there's 2 guys that do the 2 Optimus Prime and the other one. If it were done when 'tis done, then 'twere welt were done quickly. Oh my God, that almost sounds like
if the assassination could trammel up the consequences and catch with his
success.
Success.
That sounds like that almost sounds like somebody we know. Like a quote from the 60-minute interview.
Oh, okay.
But it was Macbeth. Yeah, it's
right.
But it sounds similar. But anyways, we're not gonna go there. So, but yeah, what other things was I going to talk about today?
I don't know.
I have no clue.
We did Shum.
Yeah.
So, we got Jim. Help at Home Jim is in the chat.
Hey, Jim, glad to see you.
Yeah.
He's actually on your channel, so he must not get notifications online.
Yeah. And we got Bill, Coast to Coast Drone.
Hi, Bill.
Hey, Bill.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. Hit the like button if you on your way out. It supposedly helps with the algorithm, whatever the hell that means.
Algorithm.
I've never tried to. Next month, if I'm not mistaken, I start my 8th season on YouTube.
Ooh. Wow.
I'll start season 8 the week before Thanksgiving.
I think ArtCo will be 7 in April.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you've out, you've left me in the dust. I'm still at 835, and I'm happy for that.
Yeah.
I'm
now at 4470.
Wow.
And it just keeps growing every few days. I'm like, oh shit, I got more people. Wow. Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's good. So,
yeah.
But I do this for fun. I don't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. Oh, hey, Justin.
Justin.
And Eric Lipinski.
Eric Lipinski.
I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, I enjoyed that, Justin. That was actually fun. It was a challenge, and I enjoyed it. It was fun. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I like a good spirited debate as long as it's not getting mean or nasty. And that's the thing, we can have differences of opinions. Like Art likes Bucky. I don't, but we're still friends.
Yeah.
Well, I can't say that I don't like Bucky because
you do have a Bucky.
I do have a Bucky, yeah.
But he's not a hand puppet like mine.
Yeah, he's not a hand puppet. But I just discovered something that he's got a damn big beaver tail, and I put that wheel down on it, or that RC vehicle on it. Yeah. But yeah, I got my own Bucky, but he doesn't talk like Arts does.
Yeah, he's not.
He's smarter. He knows when to keep his damn mouth shut. Anyways. Yeah. But soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief. Romeo and Juliet.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The winter scene.
Mm-hmm.
Juliet was up there in the winter and looking down on Battle of the Beavers. Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. It sounds like on an OnlyFans page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Battle of the Beavers. Yeah, that would probably.
I think that's probably on
Jules. Probably get 100,000 people for about 5 minutes, and then that would be the last we'd see of them. When I saw we had 2 stuffed beavers, I was like, let's just not go there. I just said that did not sound good at all. Oh my God, I don't believe I said that. Nothing beats a good beaver.
That's right, Ronnie. Nothing beats a good beaver. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. Cool Cat, you're right. Nothing wrong with having a difference of opinion at all. It's the outrage farming in yes, where any deemed to have sinned gets canceled or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's yeah. Yeah, Jim, it's been a long-standing joke because he's got a damn puppet, and it annoys the hell out of me. But I've got a theme song now that deals with that. But anyways, yeah. People are entitled to their differences of opinion, and I don't have a problem with that. I never have, you know. And you know, being from the South, all I can do, you know, I have the out. I just look at them and say, "Bless your heart," and move on.
Mm-hmm.
That works well down here. That's how we keep from getting in a lot of fist fights. Well, we have a lot of them, but that's usually at a family reunion, and we found out that cousin Sally has been sleeping with Uncle George, you know, or some shit like that at a family reunion. Well, that's when the Arkansas family, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
I got relatives in Arkansas. I can say that.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I don't know if any of them's alive now. They may all be dead.
Yeah.
Because I'm the youngest in my generation of cousins, and I've had probably, I think I've had like 10 or 15 cousins already die of old age.
Wow.
And one of my cousins is 90, 92, 91 now.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's a first cousin. You know, it's like, and the funny thing is his mother was my dad's younger sister. She was the next to the young, almost, well, she was third from the youngest in the family of 11 kids. So, but the boys didn't get married until they're almost in their 30s, but the girls all got married at 15 and 16, you know.
And just like that, there's the notification.
All right, gentlemen, I want to thank you guys for being here. I want to thank everybody. Go over and watch Drone Nation with Ron Brown and Marcus Crawford and crew. And y'all have a good week. Stay out of trouble. You know, try not to cause too many problems, and just be smart, be kind, treat each other better than you treat yourselves. And remember, everybody matters, even old farts and idiots like this. Anyways, God bless y'all. Take care. I will talk at you later.